Welcome back everyone, and I hope you can hear me okay because the sound is horrible in here. So today we're going to start working on our showers here, but what we've got to do before we get started, we have to take this Durock, it's the concrete board, and we have to place it around the inside of the windows here so that we protect the wood inside the windows. So we're going to cut this and we're going to go ahead and screw this off with some Tapcon screws here, because we have concrete behind there, the brick walls. Once we get that done, I'm probably going to get a lot of grief from people, but we're going to use a silicone caulk, and we're going to use this in all of our corners and joints rather than trying to do it with the mud and getting everything level. Because when we end up with our tile, we're using a large format tile, a 1 foot by 2 foot. There's going to be a little chance of it getting behind there. The caulk will seal, and then on top of that, we have our aqua defense, which we'll paint over the entire surface and let this stand for 24 hours, and then we'll start our tile work on top of that. But we have to first start, we're going to clean out our window, get that done. We'll get everything caulked and sealed, and then we'll come back and we'll put our aqua defense on. Alright, we'll let that set up, and then when it's dry, probably after lunch, it'll have been skimmed over good. We'll go ahead and put on the water sealant and wait 24 hours. Everything is dried up, so now we're going to go ahead and start getting our coverage of our aqua defense. We'll do 2 coats. We'll do one, let it dry, and then we'll do another coat on top of that. 2 coats, and then we can be ready for our tile. First coat is dry, and we'll do a second coat, and then once that's done, we'll wait 24 hours, and then we'll be able to tip a tile on it. Now we'll get in the other bathroom and get it taken care of, and maybe tomorrow we'll be ready for tile. I'm hoping we're going to be ready for a tile tomorrow anyway, because I've got it and it's going to look really nice, I think. So you're going to want to see that. Welcome back everyone. Today we're going to be working on getting this tile put in. If you remember the last time we got, I don't know, it might be in this video, I don't know. But remember we got the stuff on the tile. Now we'll take our knobs off, get this thing, it's prepped. We've got our line here. This is where our level line is around the tub. We found our low spot in this corner. We're going to use that as our takeoff point for our first cut. So we'll just work our way around and work our way up. So let's get started by taking these knobs off. And that's the wrong size. Make sure it's screwed back in. I don't want to lose the screw. We'll put these in our box where we have all of our other parts, and then we'll have them when we get ready to put it all back together. See how easy that was? We'll take off 5/8, and then that way our tile will be perfect. Let's see how it goes. I need some more mud in this. This is not thick enough. Let's try this again. Much better. Much better. Yeah. Old man alert. Alright, we're going to use these kind of spacers. I don't know if you've seen them before, but they make sure that your tiles are lined up flat. So this piece just slides behind your tile, and this piece here sticks out in front. Then you take this, it's a little screw knob, you slide it over the top, and you tighten it down until the tiles are flush. It does two things. It gives you a good space on your tile and make sure your tiles are flush. So what we're going to do, we're going to start with that to make sure that our tiles are good to begin with. And if you start good, you'll end good. And there is the tile. I'm hoping that it comes out on the video nice. It's a porcelain. With an accent strip. And we went around the top of the window to kind of frame the window. We used the Schluter trim, 3/8 I believe. And here's where we got so far in the master bath. Still got to do this wall right here. I actually ran out of these little spacers here to bring everything flush. So I have to pick some more of them up. It's a Marshalltown product. It helps keep your tile flat so that you don't have bumps when you run your hand over it. You get a good smooth finish on your tile. You can't use them on the small, or you could use them on small tile, but they would probably end up breaking the tile when you break them off. But use them on the big tiles you want to, because they're going to vary a little bit on your, when you put your mud on. So make sure you get your mud in good and use those. Tighten them down good and tight, because if you don't tighten them very tight, they won't break off properly, which I found out. So I'm going to have to get my multi-tool out and do some emergency surgery on some of them before I can do my grout. But we'll finish up the tile in here tomorrow and get the grout put in, and then it should be a done deal on the grout, and then we'll get off to prepping and painting our doors and getting our baseboards in. You may have seen the other video where I talked about my doors. Let me show you here real quick. They really didn't do a very good job. They've got all these staples sticking out all over the place. And so we've got to go ahead and set all these staples and stuff in these doors and caulk everything before we can paint. We get that painted, then we can move on to our flooring and baseboards, get that ordered, get them coming in to do that. I got a few things like shelving in the closets, adjusting cabinet doors, some touch-up paint, some cleanup. Not really a whole lot left on the inside. And then on the outside, we've got to hang a ceiling fan on the front porch. I've decided I'm going to do that. And put the siding on and paint it. And we'll be pretty much done outside of a few things. We still got to get the AC guy in here to do air conditioning, and got to get the electrician in here to do our meter. And you know, who knows how long it'll take for them to get in here and do their thing. But anyway, until next time, we'll see you later.